you find beneficial? What are some of the areas like you? Does it help to sort of settle your emotions if you're upset about something? You think, hey, let's think positive in this area, or would you say that's one of the major things? I think yes.
It helps.
Yeah, I'm sure that you can help a lot of adults there. You might have to start some lecturing at your young age, because there's a very troubled world out there, and they really need to sort of get things into perspective, don't they?
Yep. We also use a number of different thinking skills. There's PMI, which is plus, minus, and interesting, where we would be wearing our yellow hat, our black hat, and our green hat, or
all
sometimes
together.
our red hat.
Really?
Yes.
That's complicated. Does it work out okay?
Yep. And there's a scamper, which stands for substitute, combine, adapt, modify, minify, magnify, put to other uses, eliminate, and rearrange or reverse.
Is it too difficult for you at this stage to give me an example of that particular one? If it is, don't worry.
It just helps to take an object and change it for the better, creatively so it's better as an object.
Right. That's wonderful. I suppose it would take in a situation, say, when something really, really bad happens, and my philosophy is, hey, you're able to turn that whole thing around and have it as an adverse, effect, because it can often work for the good.
Yeah.
That's about right. All right, I think we've exhausted that one with you. I'll let you stop. What one is it? Thinking. What cap did you have on just then? All of them.
Probably the white hat, mate.
White hat, okay. All right, now, Kima, what type of competitions does Kimberley Park become involved with?
Kimberley Park are involved in Maths Team Challenge, Maths Olympiad, Australian Science, English and Maths Competition, Queensland Tidy School Competition, which we have participated in for many years, the Westpac Maths Competition, the Stedfords, which are in the bands and the choirs are mostly involved in. We have inter-school sport, which this term we have touch football, AFL, soccer and netball, which the grade 6s and grade 7s are involved with. Tournament of Minds, Griffiths Excellence Expo, the BHP Science Competition, Nestle Ride Around Australia, and the Spirit of Australia.
Oh, well, I think you've just about covered everything. Are people, Kima, happy to sort of get involved with competitions, or do they have to sort of be encouraged and dragged into them?
No, I think that most of our students are very eager to become or be part of these competitions, for they find it's a new experience, challenge.
Any reward at the end of it, or do you think they just go in it, as you say, for a challenge?
Well, I don't know. Most people probably want to do it the next year as well, if they have the chance.
Right. How much success has Kimberley Park had over the years in these competitions?
Well, we extremely, in Maths Team Challenge, we have collected a lot of awards. Queensland Tidy School Competition is one of the best ones, where we all participate in it. Tournament of Minds is one of our major ones, where a lot of students from the grades 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 are involved in, where they are put with a problem, a long time problem, which they have to solve in 6 weeks and then perform it.
Really? Can you give me an example here of anything, if you can think of?
Well, I'll give that to Alex, because he's more...
Last year we had, my group was part of the maths and engineering problem, and we had to build a ramp so that the golf ball rolled down the ramp, and when it went off the ramp it stopped on a 50 millimeter in diameter circle. So we had to make it slow down or go over jumps so it'd slow down and land just on the circle.
How
to perform it.
How did you accomplish that? Is it too difficult to explain?
Well, first of all, we made it spin around a cup, go up and down really, and at the bottom we got it to jump in as sort of like a Lego paddle pop stick car, and it jumped in and rolled right over the dot.
Really? So you actually succeeded in that?
Yep, we went on to get third in the state finals.
Wonderful. And did that take you 6 weeks to come up with that solution?
6 weeks. I say we started a bit late, so maybe 5 weeks or a month.
Oh, really good. Okay. All right, Alex, why do you, in actual fact, enter so many competitions?
Well, we're not really in there to win it for the prizes. We're in there because it's fun. They challenge our thinking abilities. They enable us to learn what we don't learn in school during school time. It gives us children an opportunity to perform at their highest standard. It gives us an opportunity to work as a group, more group work. It helps us form a friendship. For example, Meakin and I have been in the same tournament of minds team for the last 2 years. We formed a friendship, and it allows us to take pride with our learning.
That's wonderful. So you really do enjoy that. And so it probably takes away the boredom of outright schoolwork. There's so many other things that are challenging, and it's great involvement when you are sort of dealing with close proximity with your classmates. It must be wonderful. Yeah, that's great. All right, well, I think we've got a final question here, and this time it's for Meakin. Now, Meakin, what opportunities exist at your school for involvement in cultural type activities? That's a tall order.
Well, at our school, at the end of each year, we have 3 musicals, 2 junior musicals and 1 senior.
What were they?
Well, they're different each year.
Sure.
And all the junior class students have a chance to participate in the musicals. And we have a choir program, and there are 3 choirs, a 2-3 choir, a 4-5 choir, and a 6-7 choir, and an instrumental music program, and there's approximately 150 students involved with that, and that is strings, woodwind, percussion, and brass. We have Spanish dancing, and we participate in the Spanish Festival at the University of Queensland each year.
Do you really? That must be wonderful.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We enter many a Stedfords and often get invitations to other schools or activities to perform there. The favourite seems to be Spanish dancing, and we have 200 to 300 students that participate in that each year.
Do you have costumes for your Spanish dancing as well?
Yeah, we have 2 ladies at our school, Mrs. Fells and Mrs. DeClausel, who help with the costumes.
Wonderful.
And
how many get involved in the Spanish dancing?
200 to 300.
Oh, that's a lot. Must be a lot of organisation with that.
And there's a favourite dance. It's called the La Cumbia, and it's traditionally performed by the Year 7 girls. And this year I was fortunate enough to be chosen to participate in that.
Oh, wonderful. That's really great. And finally, you mentioned about music. What type of music basically are children participating in now? I know the musicals, but what sort of other sort of songs and instruments are the music they're playing there? Is it sort of like light classical, or is it up-to-date numbers, or traditionally school numbers?
It's a bit of a mix, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, because with the band, we normally have like a film thing. Like this year we've got in the senior band Pocahontas, and then we've got Main Street Blues. So I know our music teacher, Mr. Kirby, he likes to pick a different range of musics to give it a different feel for each piece.
So what you're doing, you're sort of, experiencing all types of music from every level. That's wonderful. Well, you're certainly 3 very, very intelligent and interesting young students, and I really do wish you all the best. Thank you very much for coming in, and I'm sure our listener has been very much informed as to what happens at Kimberley Park State School, and that's really great. And I'd like to thank you, Meakin, Alex and Kima, for coming in, and of course Gary Lacey, Deputy Principal of Kimberley Park State School. Thank you very much, Gary. And maybe up the track, we'd like you to come back another time. And if you've got something, that you'd sort of like to even promote, say, hey, we're putting on a musical or whatever, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to sort of tell our listener, and maybe, they'd like to come along and even watch your Spanish dancing. I'm sure that would be great. It's colourful to see.
All right. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary. And thank you, Meakin, Alex and Kima, and bye-bye for now. Okay, bye-bye. 101 FM, the time now.